Hello everyone, this is Ronan Blue, just taking my daily walk here in Hua Hin, Thailand. And today's topic would be on the savings rate. So the savings rate is actually a ratio or a percentage between how much money you make on a monthly basis versus the expenses you have on a monthly basis. So it's a simple calculation that a lot of people actually don't really look at. So it's a really good measurement. But it's a really good measurement to figure out if you're saving enough on a monthly basis. And you always want to make sure that you spend below your means, especially if you're looking to get to financial independence. So it is recommended that the savings rate for the average person to get to the age of 65 is 20%. 20% I would say is kind of the minimum. But if you were to work at a career till the age of 65, then 20% for the whole duration would be the recommended number. But of course there is the technical definition of the savings rate, clearly defined by the Federal Reserve. But let's just simply think of it as, in terms of personal finance. So for us, we actually kept at a 50% to 60% savings rate over the last 15-year period while we had full-time traditional jobs. But for us it was pretty, it does require a little bit of discipline to be able to keep at a 50% savings rate. But we're very glad that we did keep it. And the reason being is because we have reached financial independence. And because we reached financial independence, it gave us the freedom to walk around the streets of Thailand, having no particular schedule at all, a work schedule. But before you even set up what your savings rate is going to be, you want to figure out why you want to save, right? You want to set up what your goals are going to be in the future there, why you're saving. It could be financial independence. It was for us, but it could be for the house, it could be for your student loans, it could be for your children's education in the future, it could even be for a boat, which I advise you don't get, but it could be. It's very important to prioritize what your goals will be before setting your savings rate. You have to have that one particular goal, and that way you'll stay disciplined. And for us, we actually did have a goal in moving abroad and living abroad someday and stretching our dollar, and we had to figure out how much it's going to cost to live abroad. We're in Thailand right now, and we found out that we can easily live here between $1,000 to $1,500 a month. And it's actually Thailand that's paying us to stay in the city. Stay in this country. It sounds unusual to say something like that, but that's what it is. Because it's so affordable to live here, that Thailand is paying us to stay here with a lower cost of living. Now we don't have the traditional job. Both of us don't have traditional jobs. We do have residual and passive income streams from our rental property, as well as our stock portfolio, and a little bit from this YouTube channel. So that's all the income that we have. So we factor that in, and we still have to live by the savings rate, even in financial independence. And we're actually at maybe about 80% right now, and we don't even have any jobs. We're essentially living on 20% of our overall income. And the reason being is because we're completely out of debt. We paid off our mortgages, and that was a big part of being debt free. We're completely debt free, and we're also minimalist as well. So with those in combination, our savings rate actually remains pretty low. And our lifestyle, because we have this lifestyle, we're able to see these kinds of views and have these kinds of experiences. So for us, the savings rate is extremely important. You know, we're not spending on materialism, we're spending on gaining more experiences. And that's also another key point to the savings rate. You know, you want to focus on saving for experiences and not necessarily for materialism. Because having those types of experiences is important. You know, it builds you as a character. It builds your character and develops you as a piece of this entire world, you know. But gaining those experiences are extremely important. I mean, you're building your own character. You know, has all to do with the savings rate. I know how strange that sounds, but that's the result of having a high savings rate. You know, eventually having to live a life of exploration and freedom, and putting the burden of your finances aside and having to just walk around and find your own passions. That's what it's all about. But together with your savings rate, you also want to have your financial goals in place as well, like your 5-year goals, your 10-year goals, or your 15-year goals. By then, if you stick with it, you can even retire early like we did in 15 years. So having those goals as well of hitting your first $10,000, your first $50,000, and your first $100,000 and so on is extremely valuable and important as well. So go ahead and pull out that budgeting sheet, the Excel sheet, and start writing down all your expenses and compare it to the salary that you're getting. You know, and I can tell you with certainty that once you do per materialism, you know, in the back burners, you'll be able to save right away, probably the next day. And changing your mentality of living with less stuff. You know, it's really easy to do. And once you're used to that type of lifestyle, you no longer really think about it. It's a pretty easy life to live. Simplicity, really. And it's so complex today in our world, and we've forgotten how to simplify it. And I'm glad that I was able to discover that simplicity. You know, simple budgeting, saving money. It's really easy to do. And having that really high savings rate that we do in financial independence, you can say that we've become professional savers, right? We know everything and everything about saving that dollar and knowing where to invest it. So that's another key point. You have to know where to invest your money as well. Well, I think I have my vlog here today. Tell me what you think of the savings rate in the comment section below. Maybe you can tell me what some of your goals would be, and maybe you already have a savings rate at this time that you can share in the comment section below. If you like this vlog, please don't forget to give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell for more of my coming content here. Thank you for watching my vlog. Be free, gain wealth, and travel far.